afternoon. This is Progressive TechCom. I'm going to be giving a proposal today on why I think technology and learning can meet up with each other and create something successful. Real quick, I'm proposing that technology in school can create a learning environment that's going to prepare us for the workplace, not necessarily just to have fun in school here. Because the main goal ultimately for us is to get a job and be successful. Technology in school. Learning technology can create the problems. I've stated this before with this, so this program will be designed so that way this program will only be used in the home screen and not as a background. But when we combine these two things, this is going to be in the correct way, we're going to have success with it. It's going to create something very competitive for the people that want competitiveness, but it's also going to get us ready for the workplace. And I'll go over that in my 3 mini games later on in my proposal. The ultimate goal, though, like I said before, is going to prepare us for the workplace. Too many students come to school here and goof off and just party and all that, where this is really your time to strive and create something for yourself that you can sell to an employer later on down the road to get you to that job that you want to have that type of career. And that's what this game is going to do. Essential skills, I believe, are in the workplace. Being a small business owner, these are the skills that I think everybody should have and should bring to a table on the workplace, such as speech, writing, brainstorming, coming up with that new idea, critical thinking, listening to someone else. It's not just because it's your idea, listen to someone else. Maybe you can steal something else from them. And research, knowing what you're going into and having an idea about it and knowing what exactly you want to do with it and having something back you up. And with this, I've got 3 basic games that's going to prepare us for this workforce. Number 1 is going to be our summaries and speeches. I gave this overall in my first instruction game. We're going to get a summary, or we're going to have topics that are going to be about the workplace, such as why should you not text while you're at the workplace? Somebody's paying you money to work for them, not for you to be hanging out with your buddies on your cell phone or anything like that, or going on Google and searching up, or Facebook. That wastes a lot of money, it wastes a lot of the employer's time. So that's what these topics and speeches. And you're going to do the summary then to a class, kind of like what we're doing now, just a short, quick speech of the research that you found out and maybe some of the important facts about why it is. But it doesn't have to be the negative things about the workplace. It can be the positive things, such as dress code, workplace safety, really about anything that will deal with the workplace. That's what these summaries and speeches are going to be about. Game 2 is going to be resume. Yes, we might be able to create a resume in TechCom 2, but TechCom 1, this is my 3rd year here now. I should have already had a resume done, and I think the sooner you get a resume, the better off you are prepared. Now for me, a resume, we're going to create a generic resume. A resume is not necessarily the best thing for every employer, and employers want a different resume for each company. So with this game, you're going to research 3 companies that are coming to the career fair, and you're going to take the research and create designated resumes for those 3 companies. Also, what I found out, and that I do, I have a small business card that I always hand in with my resume. And you're also going to have that done to give to the career fair. This is an example of the resume. It's got my name, it's got the degree I'm seeking, my graduation date, it's got my contact info in case they want to get to me, it's got a professional photo in your business attire, and it's got classes that really relate to your degree and some hardline classes that you can say, hey, these are the classes I've taken, such as thermodynamics, sustainable energy, SolidWorks. Something that employer can say, this person has taken the classes that we're kind of looking for and might have experience in the fields that we really need for right now. My 3rd game is going to be interviews, because the interview is one of the most important parts of the whole process of getting that job. Your resume is what first lands you that interview. The interview is where you can really sell yourself and tell somebody, this is who I am, and this is what I can do for you. We're going to have 5 interviews, and 3 of them are going to be before the career fair even happens place. That way you know what to expect when you go in for an interview. You'll do the first one with the professor, so that way you can kind of get an understanding. It's a little bit more relaxed environment. And then the other 2 you'll do over at the Career Business Center. And they'll talk with the professor and let them know what strengths you have, where you want to go, and such as that. The other final 2 interviews will be concluded during the rest of the school year, so that way you still get the practice and you just don't lose it after the career fair, because you always have the spring career fair that'll come up later on. And like I said, these interviews are so that way you can conduct them for this hiring process. Now throughout all this, we'll still have that instructional speech that I gave on where technology is coming into play with our Google Glasses, with our app. And that's going to let you see how you're still progressing through the course. Not only because you're doing something that's going to get you ready for the workplace, but you want to strive to see where you're building too. And you can use where you're building at to put on your resume, such as your speeching. Say you might not be as good in the very beginning of this course, but now at the end you've really seen you've grown. So you can really strive on that and market that someday to your workplace job. The main course of this is we're not necessarily looking to make a better TechCom course to have fun and really enjoy ourselves so that we will not fall asleep and make it boring. We want this to be a course that's going to prepare us for the workplace, because that's what we are ultimately here for, is so that way we can get a job. Do I have any questions?